Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Earth's Mightiest Gyros. We, as always, are your Gyros. My name is Ijaz, joined every week by the one, the only, the Edgelord, Rafi. Rafi, say hi.
Wagwan, Wagwan,
You're supposed to,
Wagwan.
bro, you're supposed to say hi. I was supposed to
Oh,
say hi, Rafi, and you were supposed to say hi, Rafi, but, that's how it is.
hi.
We're live. We're not actually live, but we're live. But yeah,
Live in USA.
live from New York? It's Saturday Night Live, and it's Sunday morning now, but
I think it's SNL, yeah. Saturday Live from New York.
it's
It's
Saturday
SNL.
night!
I
No,
don't know what the song is.
I don't
Maybe
either.
what it is.
But I think that must be going down as probably the dumbest intro we have ever done in the history of life. But, that's what you get when you get us. But yeah, this week, I'm trying to think. The only real thing that really happened this week was Disney Plus related. But before we get into that, you know what's been really bugging me,
What's that?
in day to day life,
What's that?
the past 2 days, just the damn weather change.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. Bro, today was a fucking nightmare.
Bro, it's it was rude. That's the only way I can really say it. This is a rude, uncalled for weather change that just didn't need to happen. You know what this was? This was a November 30th to December 1st weather change taking place at the end of September. This is 2 months in advance. I was not prepared. I woke up this morning, right? I took off my duvet, and then my brother had the window open. I don't know why he had the window open. I think it's just because of our habit in it, because we're in summer. We just come out of summer, right? So someone had left the door open. Obviously, when you have the window open and the door open, you get
Oh,
airflow. So
extra cold.
yeah, so I take off my duvet. I sit up, and it's like, and I'm like, nope. Let me just go back under the duvet. I'm like, I am not moving from this bed until that clock hits noon, and it starts to get the tiniest bit warmer. The clock hit noon. It did not get any warmer. What I had to do is I literally crawled under the duvet, and like sort of like crawled. You know how in military movies when they're crawling under barbed wire, right
Yeah.
in the mud. Like I sort of did that to the other side to go and close the window from my bed without trying to lose the
Get out of
warmth
the
of the
thing.
duvet, right? Because my robe was on my chair, and I'm like, I'm not getting out of my bed to jump on the chair.
Mm.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go all World War Two Vietnam style on this, even though Vietnam wasn't actually a part of World War Two. But those are the only two wars I know. Okay, so like I know more, but like those are the first two that come to mind because those are the ones you see plastered all over media. But
The
yeah,
weather was fucking terrible today. I got to the gym, it was nice, and then I left the gym, it was raining, it was freezing. I was like, fuck. And then I got to work, and it was just pissing down with rain, which is good because I mean there was less customers, but that's fine. But I
yeah,
did not enjoy the cold. And we had like a tiny little, like, those desk heaters.
yeah.
I had one of those to do the whole shop. I mean, the food's hot there pretty much, so
Yeah,
luckily that oil barbecue thing was doing its bits.
yeah. See, in cold weather such as this, that barbecue spitting oil on you must be more relief, if anything.
Oh, so yeah, more less painful, more relieving. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
it's like, oh, yeah, yes, it does. This is
It does
200.
burn, but like
It
that's what I
does
wanted.
burn, but yeah, this is a good burn, not freezer burn. This is burn the witch burn. Which I actually need to start watching that or reading that, even though it's
I think it's like
for,
2 chapters.
yeah. So is it worth it? I don't think so.
I read one chapter. I was kind of bored. Not gonna lie.
I mean, if later on, like he does he has like a finishing off panel where it's like, oh, the main character's about to get attacked by a dragon, and then bang, the dragon turns to ice, and then you turn around and you see it's freaking what's his name, Hitsugaya, because you can't have the main character come back. You just have to have a unwanted side character. So yeah, just like have Hitsugaya there, who I don't know why, but apparently as the show was airing, Hitsugaya was supposed to be one of the more popular characters. Which,
Bleach.
yeah,
Yeah.
which to me is like confusing because I'm thinking to myself, my guy, this guy loses all the time. It's like he'll get a cool power up, and then immediately in the next scene he just gets destroyed. So I don't understand the appeal behind his character. Like, if he won a fight, I'd get that, but he didn't win anything, so why? But that's neither here nor there. That's just how anime is sometimes. But yeah, the main story for this week is
Main
MCU
one for
movies.
us, yeah. Main one for us. I think there's probably some news which we're just missing out, but
Yeah,
it's
but it's very late. But yeah, it's MCU news. You guys know how we love our Marvel movies. How we love our Marvel. I would say we love our Marvel Disney Plus shows, but there haven't actually been any yet. So I'm not exactly sure if we will love them
I
or not.
love Daredevil.
The Daredevil's Netflix, so it doesn't really count.
That's the
But
closest thing we have to a
but
current
but
Disney
it's
Plus.
great. But yes,
They should move over.
they really should. It'd be the smartest thing to do. And the thing is, the licensing with Netflix actually expires like in like 2 months.
Oh, I thought it was already expired. Man,
Because
probably
I
will probably shift.
Yeah, and I know it expires this year or either this year or next year. But either way, they should be back under the Marvel umbrella by the end of next year.
Mm.
But yeah, the big shocking news, which isn't really shocking if you guys were paying attention to anything, is that Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and the Eternals have all been delayed. Black Widow has been delayed to May 2021. Shang-Chi has been delayed to July of 2021. And the Eternals has now been moved to November 2021. Important thing to note, like, what happened to Doctor Strange?
Oh yeah, Doctor. What was they going to call Doctor Strange 2? Something multiverse or some shit.
Yeah, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That was originally supposed to be
Next
in
year maybe.
May 2021. No, wait, no, sorry. I think Doctor Strange already got delayed earlier on this year, actually.
Oh rip.
Now that I think about it. Yeah, when they got the director change, they they decide. I think they changed it to 2022. I'm gonna have to double check that. But I'm still disappointed. I kind of wanted to see Black Widow. Like I wanted to see how a post Endgame MCU looked. Well, even though it's not post Endgame, it's technically between.
Free.
It's pre Endgame. It's in between Civil War and Infinity War, and I think some after Infinity War. But you know
Wait,
what?
some is gonna be after.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Oh wait, after Infinity War. Okay, I'm bugging out. I thought you meant after Endgame.
Yeah, at least I think it's after Infinity War. I think like maybe like the last scene or something.
Hmm. Who's the villain's Taskmaster? Is that right?
Yeah, Taskmaster. Which I was, you know what? I was pleasantly surprised. I was happy that they decided to go with Taskmaster because he's a pretty cool villain. He's basically like the Deathstroke of Marvel. It's like just badass.
The actual Deathstroke, not like the Deadpool one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
No,
get what you mean.
not
Yeah,
that like the actual
he was
Deathstroke.
my main. Yeah, I didn't know who Taskmaster was until I played MBC3 Marvel vs. Cup, and he was like my main in that game. And I fucking love his design, like that medieval skull. Joey reminds me of. Do you remember in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
What was his name? Fuck. Get the skull face. Green Arrow played him in the movie.
Oh, Casey Jones.
Yeah, I forget his like superhero name, or whatever it was, but yeah,
I
I don't know
don't.
why
I,
that skull was like, hey,
I don't
you've
think he
also
had a.
skull.
I don't think he had a bandit name or anything. I didn't think he was just referred to as Casey Jones.
Oh, I thought you had a thing name.
Yeah, no, he wasn't famous enough to warrant a secret identity. He's just a random street thug. Remember?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I am a bit bummed out because I not only did I really want to see what's it called um Black Widow. I actually was really looking forward to Eternals.
What was Eternals gonna be?
Eternals is going to be. It was going to be originally November of this year.
What is it? I mean, in plot, like, what is it about?
Um, okay, so you've read DC, right? No,
Okay, yeah.
so you know DC's New Gods.
No,
Okay. Let me just take it
it's
back
like
to
high level people.
yeah. So
Basically, new characters. On the scene. Okay.
let me bring it back to Marvel. These are very OP cosmic level characters, where like basically dating back to the origins of the Marvel universe.
It's like the people who created Adam Warlock or some shit, or no?
No, that's
Okay.
the in the I think in the comics he was, but not in the MCU. In the MCU, it's
Okay.
those people from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I forget their names, but these guys are
The
like
gold people.
yeah, but the gold people aren't Celestials. There's something else. I can't remember. I can't remember their names for the life of me, It's been a while since I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think it's been a year since I've seen that movie, over a year even. Um, so I was about to say Celestials, the Eternals. They are a group of supernatural beings, cosmic level, universe busting threats. Not threats. They're not. I wouldn't say they're good or bad. They're just there to like maintain order, if you know what I mean. So their story involves things like like origins of the universe, origins of like the Titans, the Deviants, the Celestials. So basically all the like space related stuff. So things that you'd learn about in Guardians of the Galaxy. So like people like the Collector, people like the Grandmaster, and just all those big names in outer space in the Marvel universe. They're somehow related to the Eternals, and that was going to give more depth and development into the outer realms of the cosmic Marvel universe in the movies, which I think would have been really really cool, because I think that they also would have linked into what like how the Infinity Stones ended up where they were once we got to them in the movies. Again, that's just my speculating, but I think it would have been really cool.
Yeah, the cast is looking mad. I just remember, yeah, this is the film that Kumail Nanjiani went like dench for or some shit.
Yeah, yeah,
He was saying he was on the roids, like he probably was, but he looks bulky as shit.
yeah, man. He went
Yes,
like he juiced. I don't care what anyone says. He juiced for that role. Like I'm sorry,
definitely.
you do not get veins that big without juicing. Okay, like not that I can
Unless
say.
he didn't drink water for a month, which is physically impossible.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't imagine going without water for a month. I had an AKI a few months ago. It's horrible, horrible experience.
It's an AKI.
Acute kidney infection.
Oh,
Basically, I had
yeah, I remember you told me about that. Yeah,
yeah, man. I had kidney failure, bro. Like that was not fun. 'Cause it happened literally just after Ramadan had ended, and I'm like, I know,
why?
I know. I'm like, I know why this happened. I know exactly why this happened, because even the doctor was saying, yeah, your body was severely dehydrated. What the hell were you doing? I'm like, I know what happened.
Fasting, bro.
I was fasting, bro. It's like almost what you want me to do? You know, they're like, yeah, but like, did you like not drink water after you were allowed to? I'm like,
I drank Coke, bro. That's what you do in Ramadan.
that is true. Guilty as charged. That is what I did. I did drink fizzy drinks in my in my free time, or my allocated food and drink time.
It's like, you know how sometimes when people are bored, they eat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like Ramadan, that's the only thing to do when you're bored.
yeah.
That or like binge a bunch of games, but other than that, nah.
In Ramadan, during the daytime, do you know what I always do?
So
I always watch like old episodes of Kitchen Nightmares or Man vs Food. I always do like watch
that
food.
shit does. I do the same, yeah. I don't know why I do that to myself.
I always watch food related stuff. It's not healthy. It's really not healthy, but I still do it. And the worst part about it is I watch these shows, gets me all salivating, gets me all excited to eat, and then I go have iftar, and it's just the most boring, typical
Like
Bengali.
generic Asian.
Yeah, it's like sana kisuri and freaking pakoras. It's just like nah man, it's not worth it.
I could never have. Well, what's kisuri in English? I was gonna say kisuri, but what is that? It's like
I don't.
savory rice pudding. I'd pretty much call it.
I just, I don't even
Got
know. Is it? Is it?
It's got like the texture of rice pudding, but it's savory.
Yeah. It's. I'm not a big fan of it. Like, to be honest.
I have it when I'm sick. The best thing to have when you're sick.
Nah, man.
When I'm not sick, I can't have it.
When I'm sick, I only ever have like Lucozade, literally just Lucozade and like
The
Lucozade.
original one, yeah. Or
No, the orange one. So Lucozade orange, water, and whatever sweets, sour sweets that my mum brings. Because like you just got like fill up on energy. Because like when I'm sick, I'm just lying in bed and I need energy. And
when I'm sick, I'm sitting up playing video games. It's
I,
the worst.
I don't know if this happens with anyone else, but whenever I'm sick, it's like time passes at like 1/10 the speed that it usually does. It's like I'll wake up at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Say I've got like the flu or something. I'll go to sleep, like, and what feels like 4 hours would pass. I open my eyes. It's 12:20. And I'm thinking to myself, yo, I am literally in the hyperbolic time chamber right now. I'm in the room of spirit and time. I'm in the Dangai where the friggin' time passes at 1/2000th the speed of what it usually does. No, that was quite a tangent from the Eternals, wasn't it? This is what Kumail Nanjiani does. It's unnatural for him to be that buff. This is why he's not supposed to. It just destroys all order in the world.
Just a side note from Eternal. So I'm just looking at the cast, and okay, that just my Google just bugged out. It says here that Kit Harington is playing someone called Black Knight.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember hearing this week about Keanu Reeves. He's in talks to play a character called Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Oh, that's
Apparently,
that's a Disney Plus show. I was up.
yeah. Apparently, yeah, they're eyeing up Keanu Reeves through the role. I don't know anything about Moon Knight, but like, he looks cool.
Okay, if my best explanation for Moon Knight would to summarize him to you is Moon Knight is basically Batman, but he has like enhanced abilities and he's willing to kill people.
It's like Batman slash Daredevil,
Yeah.
willing to kill.
So sorry, that was an apt comparison. He's more like Hush.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
He's like Batman, but not Batman. I like to
yeah.
kill.
Batman without the moral compass.
I can't see. I say this stupidly, but I was like, I can't see Keanu Reeves killing anyone. Now I don't know how stupid that sounds because John Wick, but like, too much of a nice guy. Like, I feel like in John Wick he still leaves them alive.
Dude, like
Puts a pencil on their head. Nah, they're alive.
there are scenes. I swear there's scenes in John Wick where he literally shoots people in the head.
Yeah, I know, but they're not dead. Keanu Reeves is a nice guy.
Bro, like, well, you think he lodges a bullet between their eyes and it just magically he shoots it with such skill, and
Basically, what happens is the
that it
bullet,
misses the
like,
brain.
the bullet hits the face, and then curves around the circumference of the head,
Oh,
and then back out the other side.
like in Wanted, yeah.
He want to, but he doesn't have to do that fucking gay curve thing. He just has to shoot forward, and the bullet just goes forward and goes wee.
Oh man,
That's what Keanu Reeves does.
that movie was so bad. But Keanu Reeves as freaking Moon. See, because I remember hearing that he was in talks to play a character in the MCU, and when
I
I heard
remember saying Warlock, Adam Warlock or some shit.
no, I was saying okay, he's perfect to play Silver Surfer.
Yeah, that's another thing I just saw on Reddit right now. People want to play Silver Surfer.
Yeah, man, because I think he'd be great for that role. Because he's got that face with like okay, I mean this in the nicest possible way to Keanu Reeves, but he's just got a dull, lifeless face.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, very emotionless.
Yeah, like that.
When his face is normal, which is very emotionless, which is true to everyone, but like some people you can tell they're just naturally like happy dudes,
Yeah,
or their face gives off that vibe at least. But
like
they
like
don't know.
like Chris Hemsworth. Like he's naturally like well, I can't basically when Chris Hemsworth is in a serious role, I can't take him seriously because I've seen all the interviews he does. He's
I've
not.
seen Endgame.
I've seen Endgame. I've seen Ragnarok. I've seen The Vacation, even though that was a terrible movie. Right, and he's just a naturally upbeat guy, so I can't really take him seriously when he's doing something serious, except for that one scene in Infinity War when he's like, what else have I got to lose? And I'm like, yeah, bro,
Most serious scene in Endgame, playing Fortnite. That was so
No.
cringe to me, man. I really hated that scene. I was like, why Fortnite will think? And Korg's like, hey bro, we're playing Fortnite, bro, or some shit.
I mean,
What's his name? Korg?
to be fair, to be fair to them, okay, they filmed that movie at the end of 2017, beginning of 2018, whilst
Yeah,
Fort
Fortnite.
whilst Fortnite was
just popping.
popping. So that I always gave that to them because I'm like, they can't predict whether or not they don't know what the next big trend's gonna be. So like, I can just go with this one and just hope that it's still popping by the time we make this movie. And guess what? It was still popping by the time they released that movie. So, if anything, that's pretty good foresight on their behalf.
Mm.
I completely lost my train of thought.
What are we talking about? Silver Surfer. That's
Yeah,
it.
Silver Surfer. Yeah, if he's Silver Surfer, I do not mind. No, but Wait, well, he's not even Silver Surfer. He's freaking Moon Knight. Sorry.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially. I hope he turns down Moon Knight and says, "No, I want to be Silver Surfer instead." Cause,
Mm.
but if he's Moon Knight, I'm not gonna argue. I'm like, he'll definitely do his own stunts. That'd be great. Speaking of Moon Knight obviously is not a movie; it's a Disney Plus show. And speaking of Disney Plus shows, because of the delay to Black Widow, Falcon and Winter Soldier also got delayed as well. Because apparently, like, there was supposed to be stuff that you learn at the end of Black Widow that was supposed to like tie in directly to Falco, Captain
Falcon.
that ties in directly to Falcon and Winter Soldier, which again, and that being delayed really bummed me out because that's the one Disney Plus show that I was so looking forward to.
Yeah, I want to see the new Captain America, and I love the fucking
US
banter
agent. Yeah,
between.
and I wanted to see more of that buddy cop banter style between um Winter Soldier and Falcon. I'm like,
It's
yeah,
basically going to be Lethal Weapon with superpowers.
yeah. I think that's what they pitched it as.
Oh,
The, which you know what, signed me up. But Disney Plus did release a trailer for WandaVision. Have you seen it?
yeah, I saw that.
Man,
Very, very confused still, and I'm liking the vibe. As I always said, it's giving me the Legion vibe.
well, it's bro, it's trippy. It's
It's
trippy as
like at
hell.
the end when it's like he's like, "What? I'm dead" or some shit like that. He's like, "You
And
what, mate?"
it was like, oh yeah, when he sees the woman in the car, and he's like, and she's like, "Am I dead?" It's like, "No, why the hell would you be dead?" It's because you're dead. And I'm like, "Oh, this is like Sixth Sense," but
It's like, "You what, mate?"
not really. But yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but there was a Easter egg in
Oh,
the trailer. It was a House of M Easter egg because like it was a French word.
oh, that's what everyone's saying. It's gonna be the MCU's House of M. Is that like a big arc in Marvel or some shit?
So regarding the X Men, yes, the House of M storyline is pretty big. I think if I recall correctly, if I recall the events correctly, this one I'll confess I haven't read it. I just like watched a summary of it on Comic Storian because
Okay.
he's a great channel. But if I recall correctly, I do actually want to read it though. She like kills all the mutants because like she has some like psychotic burst because Wanda Maximoff when she's like again I've and on this show I've made a lot of comparisons to between these two characters a lot. Wanda Maximoff is pretty much in the MCU their version of Jean Grey, right? And I think in the comics because House of M was pretty recent, and because up until last year the Disney they didn't own the rights to X Men in the movies, so what they kind of did in the comic side of things was that kind of told Marvel, okay, try and just like write out the X Men and the Fantastic Four as much as you can in the storylines that you sell in the comics because we can't use those in the movies, so just try and minimize their presence, which you know, which is a dick move because it's Marvel. X Men and Fantastic Four are as I don't know intrinsic integral to Marvel's DNA
Like
as
before
Spider
Avengers
Man.
came out, I didn't know who the Avengers were. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I thought X Men and Fantastic Four were the big Marvel block.
that's the thing. Before the success of the MCU, the Marvel's well not mega teams, but two Marvel's two successful team up franchises were the X Men and the Fantastic Four because they were Marvel's lifeblood. They again the Fantastic Four is Marvel's first family, and the X Men, again, it was a obviously X Men was I think Marvel's first sort of what's the word when you like in the comics because it was being released at the same time as the civil rights movement. It was Marvel's first commentary on society. That's it.
Okay, the whole like mutants versus like should they be allowed or whatnot?
Yeah, obviously because you had Professor X being the sort of MLK figure and Malcolm X, Magneto being the Malcolm X. One saying, well, "No, I'm being genuine."
No, I was good. I was fine. But wait. Malcolm X is actually meant to be Magneto.
Well, Magneto was supposed to be their version of Malcolm X.
Jeez, I thought it was Magneto was meant to be like a bad dude.
No,
I actually like Malcolm X's speeches and shit.
no, Magneto's not supposed to be a bad dude.
Oh my bad.
Like that's the thing. That's the thing. Everyone says he's Marvel's greatest villain, but the thing about Magneto is that if you look at his like obviously his what's called his motivations are, are
He's
are
it's like
wrong,
in
but
Wreck-It Ralph. He's bad guy, but not bad guy.
yeah, his motivations, like his end game is yes the wrong thing, but it's not like he's beyond reason. You know, the only like he hates humans because humans tortured him when he was in a concentration camps. Not only because, you know, not only obviously Nazis, but also because he was a mutant, and
Mm.
obviously when you're a kid and you have that much trauma, you're gonna grow up a bit fucked up. But
Oh, it's like how Malcolm X is like in his speeches. He was very aggressive, sort of thing.
yeah,
It's like, okay, cool, I get that now. Okay.
yeah, and obviously they tried to draw that parallel between um yeah Malcolm X and MLK and Professor X and
Mm.
Magneto, which is which, again that was very big part of back in the 60s. That's pretty big, isn't it? Like social commentary in thing media. People are like, okay, that's a bit different, but it was the right thing to do. So yeah, the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, along with Spider-Man, were Marvel's lifeblood. They were the biggest sellers.
Hmm.
You know, and this was before the X-Men actually had Wolverine in it, because
Yeah,
Wolverine was actually introduced in a Hulk story, I think.
but
And then because he was so popular, they like, okay, he's a mutant, and then they put him with the X-Men because he had like a really cool design, even though that design would look really corny on screen.
hmm,
But I do kind of want them to try and adapt that.
the weird-looking Wolverine.
Yeah. But no, again, I went far off track. The House of M storyline. That's what I should be focusing on. I've been going too on too many tangents right now. So yes, the House of M storyline was was Wanda Maximoff's Dark Phoenix moment.
Mm.
She wiped out all the mutants, like barring a few, and like created her own like fake reality.
Yeah.
I don't know the events leading up to it. I don't know the events succeeding it. All I know is that the storyline was supposed to be like very pivotal for Wanda's character, and it basically cemented her as one of the top dogs of the Marvel universe. Like next to Phoenix Force, Jean Grey, and Captain Universe. Yes, Marvel have a character called Captain Universe, which, ridiculous as it sounds, he has a really cool costume, and I really hope that we actually see him in some sort of cameo in the Eternals. I doubt we will, but it'd be great. But speaking of cameo in Eternals, last week Marvel also announced that they cast Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man for Ant-Man 3, which is what makes me think we might actually be seeing Fantastic Four sooner rather than later in the MCU, because the Kang the Conqueror is a Fantastic Four villain.
Ah,
Like he's very heavily related to the Fantastic Four. I think in like one iteration, Kang the Conqueror is actually Franklin Richards, or a descendant of Franklin, or a descendant of the Richards family, because he's and I think they're setting him up to be one of the new big bads of the MCU, which I'm all for. Kang the Conqueror is a great character. Again, he was the main villain for Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes season 2.
uh-huh.
Absolute badass. I think there was like a whole council of Kang, like doing that kind of mimicking the Council of Reed Richards,
Mm.
which in the comics, which was actually I think because obviously Marvel Multiverse and Reed Richards being the smartest man on the planet, smartest man in the Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's actually how he is in the comics. He's the biggest brain. he's the
Big
galaxy
brain.
he's the galaxy brain of the Marvel universe.
He's big brain.
He is big brain. But I'm thinking we are supposed to see Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man 3, I think it makes the most sense to have him cameo in something like the Eternals, because
Yeah.
that's obviously dealing with the big cosmic scale, and apparently the movie of the Eternals is actually supposed to take place over like 10,000 years.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so like they're saying it's their most ambitious movie yet. So again, can't wait for that. But yeah, there's a lot of things. Well, and I think it's for the best that they actually get delayed, though. To be honest,
Mm.
because I think this whole break, because this means 2020 is the first year without a Marvel movie since 2009. Right, so they have been consistently pumping out movies for the better part of a decade now, and I think it's good that they actually didn't pump out any this year, because everyone's like, okay, let's have a bit of a break from the Marvel movies, let's have a bit of a cleanse, and then when the next one comes out, we'll get excited for it again, because we don't,
Just crank it up.
yeah, because we don't want to overdo it, because I think initially they were going to like have like 4 movies next year. I think,
Wait, 4 is in like number 4, yeah?
yeah, as in,
Okay, good.
so I'm trying to think, because there was supposed to be, yeah, in 2021 there was supposed to be Shang-Chi, there was supposed to be Doctor Strange, there was supposed to be Spider-Man,
Oh, the new one.
yeah,
Interesting.
and Eternals.
Oh, I hope Spider-Man doesn't get delayed.
Yeah, I hope so. No, I think so like that's Sony's decision.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right.
So I think Sony are pretty firm in saying no, we're keeping Spider-Man in our July date, because they're like that's their sweet spot. I think every Spider-Man movie has been released in July actually.
The speaking of Sony, that Mobius movie, when's that coming out?
You know what? I don't know. I think uh,
I
initially,
completely forgot about that.
I think everyone forgot about that.
I like the trailer. I mean, I love Jared Leto.
I think the trailer was good. I love that they included what's his face.
Sam Raimi, Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, not just that. Which fun fact that Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit was actually taken from just the PS4 video game model. It's like that's a pose that you see.
Actually sick.
That's one of the loading transition screens in the game. That's the second I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's sick. They just copied they just cut out the thing from the game and put it in the in the movie. I'm like, okay. I mean, that's one way of doing it. And it's nothing more than an Easter egg, but fans went crazy. But they put the villain from Homecoming, the Vulture, Adrian Toomes, Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton
Yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah, I forgot he was in it.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was he was in the end credit scene of the trailer. Which, yes, they're doing that now.
So is this in the same universe as Venom as well? It is, right?
I believe so. Yeah, so I think they're quietly merging the two universes together.
I mean, as long as they make good movies, because Venom was a fun popcorn flick, wasn't
Yeah.
amazing.
Again, I'm really, really looking forward to Venom 2. That was the movie this year that I was most disappointed that got delayed, because I'm like, I just wanted to see what they did with Carnage. I wanted to see how he looked.
It
Like,
was Woody Harrelson, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson's the people they got acting for the Sony movies are fucking sick actors, like Tom Hardy. He's a new James Bond. He's gonna be the new one.
Is he?
Yeah, he's gonna be the new James Bond.
I thought that was just a rumor.
No, no, I think he got confirmed. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Tom Hardy, new James Bond.
I don't think I can see that though, because Tom Hardy's a bit. He's got too much gruffness to him.
He's a bloke.
Yeah, I don't see him as a gentlemanly kind of figure.
Well, in that movie Legend, he acts as the Cray twins, isn't it? And,
Oh yeah,
one of the character, the gay brother, he's quite like classy. Although I don't feel like he's a guy who get like a shaken and not stirred vodka martini. He'll get like a yeah,
give me a strongbow or something like that.
give me a Heineken, bro.
Yeah, it's like
Give me a Carlsberg.
yeah, I can't. Yeah, he doesn't come off as. And
I mean, Tom Hardy's hella versed up, but I do get what you mean.
yeah, he doesn't come off as a bit like eloquent.
Elegant, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't come off as that to me. So I mean, I'd like to. He's a great actor. I wouldn't mind. I mean, he's got the physicality for the role, no doubt. Like, the guy looks like he could like beat 14 people in a pub fight.
I'm pretty sure someone stole something in like his neighborhood, and they drove off in a moped, and he chased the person put on the moped on foot. And then when he caught him, he was like, "I caught you, you can't." And yeah, gave him to the police. Only Tom Hardy could do that.
Only Tom Hardy could do that. Well, no, I think a couple of other people could do it. Keanu Reeves could probably do
I mean,
that.
like, say you can't. Like, I caught you, you can't.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I don't understand why cunt is such an offensive word in America.
It's like a no, but it's like my most used word as of late.
Yeah, it's because over here it's like it's almost a term of endearment.
It's like, oh, you can't.
Yeah, it's like you say that to your friends, like,
Yeah.
you bloody cunt, mate. It's just like, I, to me, to this day, it's funny. I actually had an American form tutor in what's it called in secondary school. I should have asked
Mhm.
her this question.
Why is cunt so offensive over there?
Yeah, granted, I probably would have got excluded on the spot for saying that word, but it's all important. It's all in the name of science, so it's good, right? It's all good fun. You know, Tom Hardy as James Bond. Don't think I can really see that.
mm, I get what you mean. Wait, Mobius apparently next year, 20 March 2021.
Yeah.
It's meant to come out July this year, apparently.
Ah, and then you know,
COVID.
COVID, man, fucking COVID.
Yeah,
COVID.
COVID fucked up so much. I can't wait for Lockdown Season 2 to drop.
Yeah, man, Lockdown season 2 is gonna be sick. You know, it's gonna be so much better than The Boys season 2. Even though The Boys season 2 is pretty good. This week's episode was sick, dodgy, but sick.
This week was too fucking good.
This season has been a very well. Actually, I don't even think the pacing is that different from everyone. I hear is saying,
Everyone's making an issue about the whole Butcher, his wife saying no, like in the first 2 episodes. Like, that's not that deep.
you know, man,
I'm
like
pretty sure if you were set on saving your son, you wouldn't wait 6 episodes to say, no, I want to save my son. You'd be like, nah, man, I got my son to save. Shut up.
you know, man,
So,
like come on, man. No, you've never been put in that situation, so like, just, you can't really judge. No, but the thing with me is, I hear a lot of people complaining about the pacing of season 2. But I'm thinking to myself, like, if I'm being honest, the pacing compared to season 1 isn't that much different. It's just now we have to wait in between episodes, so it feels longer.
that's literally it. I think the waiting every week is what's killing people.
Yeah, like I feel like if you actually did like took someone right who had never seen any episode right, and you had them watch the first season, but you had them watch it
Week by week.
week by week, right?
Yeah.
I think they would say the same thing about the pacing.
Hmm.
Granted, I will say the pacing of the very first episode was really good. Like
Yeah.
it was balls to the wall.
Is
But
that where Translucent gets blown up?
no, that's in episode 2. But this
Okay.
episode 1 is where they capture translucent.
Oh, in the shop, yeah. Butcher comes back.
Yeah, so
Save the day.
all the events of episode 1, of season 1, let me list it. Robin dies. The whole lawsuits thing goes on. You know, where he confronts A Train and that he finds Butcher. Butcher says to him, "Listen, I can get you your revenge. I can get you your justice." He goes and he wires the building to find. So he wiretaps. I think it was A Train. Yeah, I think it was A Train.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wiretaps A Train, places the bug in that, gets followed home by Translucent, gets attacked by Translucent, and then Butcher runs into the electric shop, beats the shit out of Translucent because after he spits blood on him, which was very clever thing to do. And then they capture him after they shove up the electrical thing up his ass.
I remember that.
All that happens in the first episode.
Yeah.
There is a lot to that first episode was a lot to take in and a lot to unpack, but you know, you had to hook people in, so I get that. But again, I feel like the first season they did that with the intention of releasing it all at once. I feel like even the second season was filmed with the intention of releasing it all at once, but then Amazon were like, no, let's not do this.
Let's take advantage of Corona.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Let's take advantage of the fact that no one's going to be doing anything else. No one's going to be watching anything else. We already have this super popular show, so let's just drag it out as much as possible. And again, that's just my theory. That's just a theory, a film theory, or a TV show theory.
Yeah. I was gonna say in this latest episode, one thing I did feel a bit weird about was like I like the character development between them, but it did feel a bit weird the Starlight and Butcher sort of friendship.
Yeah, I didn't buy the dynamic.
I do get how they connect because they both love Huey so much.
Yeah, And yeah,
but
that
it did
that the
feel a bit
moment
weird.
that moment at the end where they're both kind of admitted, yeah, no, Hugh is too pure
It's
for
like,
either of us.
hey, yo, he uses L'Oreal for girls. Like, nah, bro, you guys are literally calling each other cunt in the car. Oh, my favorite part of the episode actually was, you know, when Huey gets stabbed in the car,
Yeah,
and then she's like, shit, man, he broke the car, I can't do anything, and then and then Butch's like, well, that's a shark superpower you got then. He sounded so British. It was
yeah.
so amazing.
Which is,
Well, that's a shark superpower you got then.
which again for a Kiwi, he does a really good British
I don't know
accent.
how his British accent is so good. It is so fucking good.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's such. You know why? It's because it's such a geezer accent.
Hmm.
It's like that
Full
is
on bloke.
like there's two types of British accents that you see in the media. There is the fancy posh Downton Abbey one where it's like everyone's like ho ho spot of tea, that crap, right? You know, like the caricature one, you know, of it, this idea that everyone in England is a posh boy. And then you have the actual accurate one, which is, you know,
For the crackheads, but yeah.
yeah, where everyone like swears every 14 seconds, and they use the cunt, the cunt, they use the word cunt as if it's please and thank you, which Carl Urban does so perfectly. I'm like he has the right amount of cunts per sentence that any British person should have.
Sentence
That that
CPS.
that is
That should be a new thing.
that is my new unit of measurement. You
CPS.
know,
Patent it, bro.
copyright, patent, trademark. Mightiest Gyros,
What did I
2020.
say? Actually, I made a mistake. Actually, my favorite part of the episode was you know, with the
Oh,
dude with the
oh
really
yeah,
big.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that was gross. I was like, what?
You just see like, what the fuck? That's my neck.
Because at first I'm thinking to myself, is that a technical? And
I
then
was like, that's definitely that dude's dick.
and then they're like, oh no, no, I remember the guy earlier in the room. And it's just like, oh god, oh he's never living that one down. He's never living that one down. But you know what? I did like what they did with Frenchie this episode.
Oh yeah, that added so much to him.
Yeah,
I don't think we really needed more character development, but I added so much more.
yeah, and the whole thing with him and I keep forgetting the old lady's name, Madeline.
Mallory.
No, not Yeah, Mallory. Mallory. Yeah, and we got to see more of Lamplighter.
Yeah, he is the complete opposite of Iceman.
Literally, literally.
He's basically Pyro at
He,
this point.
he's literally Pyro. I think
But
that's
his acting was so good in this episode.
yeah. Which
Like when you see his lips trembling because he didn't know he killed the kids. Oh,
think
so
yeah,
good.
and you just know he's beating himself up about it every
I feel
single
like he's
day.
gonna be a member of the boys now.
I feel like yeah, he's gonna be like an involuntary member of the team.
Yeah, I would love for him to be in the team because he's fucking cool. It
Uh,
was funny though when they show in the past how he just comes in with a fucking huge lamp and everyone's taking a piss and laughing at him.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially Butcher with the greased pomade hair.
He didn't look right like that.
He looks so weird. He needs scruffy hair.
He needs the scruffy hair and the beard. It's just like it just that I
I
can't
remember,
like serious businessman butcher. No, I don't like it.
I remember MM was like when he was showing the ring, he's like, I don't want any of this. I'm gonna get tired of the pussy shit. I actually love this guy. He's obviously Frenchy. You would say something like that to him.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, man, what a great. He's actually been my favorite character this season. He's just been holding everything down so nicely.
He has. He's been he's the moral compass of the show.
Yeah,
Cause Huey, he has his moments where he's like, okay, I need to like he's gonna do
I need to do this. I
some
need to do this sort
something
of stuff.
wrong, but has pretty much been consistent in that we gotta do this, we gotta do it this way, and we can't make any sort of deviations from the plot, which and again, I like He's funny. He's funny. Him and Frenchie have really really good banter. But I predict Frenchie will be killed by the end of the season.
I would hate to see any of the main cast die. To be honest,
I
I feel
would.
like MM dying would be more impactful, but I feel like it's typical in it. You get backstory that means they're gonna die.
Yeah, exactly. See,
Frenchie.
it's the whole anime thing, because once I started seeing that he was getting flashbacks in that episode, I'm like, he's gonna die, isn't he?
Yeah.
But that's my first thought. My first thought wasn't, we're gonna get some backstory and development for Frenchie. I'm like, oh, this guy's fucking dying in this episode. Which, thankfully, he didn't die in this episode, but I think he will die this season.
There's 2 episodes left, right?
Yeah. Oh shit.
7 and 8. God damn.
Damn. Damn.
Almost ended.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. But to be fair, they did post the first
Like
3
3
episodes in
yeah.
one, so it's like, okay, so they didn't go the full 8 weeks.
Yeah, it was like what? 5, 6.
5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like next year they're gonna be like, okay, let's just show everyone the first 2, and then make them wait weeks.
Make say 8 weeks for the next episode.
Oh my god, if they did that, they'd lose so much viewership. They'd be like, nah, we're done
I'll
with this.
cancel my Amazon Prime. That means a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, see, I can't cancel Amazon Prime because it's not mine; it's my friend's. So like, if I cancelled it, she'd like murder me, and I'd be like, no, it's for the best. It's for the best,
Fam,
okay?
delaying episodes. Are you dumb?
You know, man, like Bezos cannot win, even though he has nothing to do with the show.
Well,
As far as I know, for all I know, he could like Stanley Edgar could be like the commentary on him, and I'm like, no.
also, there was that Kimiko and Frenchie moment at the end, where Frenchie's like sort of letting her go,
Mm.
and you see Kimiko get sad. Now I feel like Frenchie is definitely gonna die this season.
Yeah, like again, I think all the signs are pointing towards it. Again,
Right. Okay. Sorry.
I can't guarantee. It's just this is how shows.
It's pointing in all the right directions.
Yeah. But I will say this show isn't your typical show.
It's not predictable
It's,
like that.
it's not very predictable, so they might just throw a spanner in the works. A spanner in the works and be like, oh, nope, Frenchie's not dying. Turns out it's Lamplighter. Which...
Lamplighter saves him to
Yeah,
redeem himself.
redeems himself, and he was like, okay, now, even though you know him for 2 episodes, you're going to be emotional that he's gone.
Also, Stormfront and the Homelander. My God, man! The episode started with them banging, and they had to end with them banging.
Damn, man,
And do you know what I find even funny? They have like the scaffolding in the house because of the mess they made last time.
yeah, it's just like, man, these two need... Stormfront, man. Woman needs to die.
Oh, and she's actual Nazi now as well.
Yeah, literal Nazi.
Yeah, she's like, we need to get our race. Have you had the theories about how Liberty is Homelander's mum?
Oh, the second I hear one of those theories, I'm like, I'm done with the internet.
It could be a thing, to be fair, though.
No, I'd rather it wasn't.
I'd rather not, because that'd just be weird. But like, Homelander is a bit of a weird guy.
He's a weird guy, but like, I'd rather again. This is as weird as I accept it.
I do feel like there are a lot of plots this season, and a lot of new plots getting introduced. Like,
Yeah,
we got
because
Maeve. Like, what happened to her this episode? The plane.
Oh yeah.
And then you got A-Train.
A-Train's whole thing, and
Church.
then with Moss's face, the deep. Then you got the obviously
Just the only one who doesn't get story is Black Noir.
yeah, that's because he's Black Noir. He's just like
Yeah.
he doesn't talk, he doesn't do anything. He's just like he's the best. He's like, yeah, you keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. No, I can definitely say season 1 definitely felt more focused.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like there's a lot of plots in this.
Cause
Like Game of Thrones.
yeah, because the thing with season 1 is just like everyone was at a different starting point, but they were all on a collision course.
Mm-hmm. Was this when they were like all driving out the other way?
Yeah, whereas this one, was everyone
And
started in the
they'll
same
bump into
place,
each other.
but then they're like, okay, let's go on our own journey, because which again, in a show where you have 8 episodes a season, I don't know if that's the wisest thing to do, but they seem to be executing it pretty well. Not perfectly, but pretty well. Like, it doesn't feel clunky, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. I get what you mean.
It just means it just feels full.
It's like how Game of Thrones has multiple plots running at the same time. The
Yeah.
boys are doing it well.
Yeah. So that's actually that's one of the things I praised Bleach for when I was watching.
Managing multiple plots.
Yeah, when I was watching it, because one thing I really liked about the fights in Bleach were that they were all happening like concurrently. It's like you have Ichigo fighting like Ukiura here, and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the real world you got what's it called Aizen facing off against all the captains, and then in the lower levels of Hueco Mundo you have what's it, Yami, not Yami. I think sorry, yeah, Yami facing off against Kenpachi and Byakuya. I say facing off. They're challenging each other and they're paying no attention to him, but he's just getting killed by the crossfire.
Mm.
The, oh my god, Fate Karakura Town arc was one of my favorite arcs of that show. It was my favorite arc of that show. I think it's one of my favorite shonen arcs because it's just so much happens, and it just feels like everything's turned up to 11. And again, the pacing of the show, where they're covering like 3-4 chapters an episode, it's just like yeah, shit is hitting the fan, which is why the show had so much filler. But when it was good, it was really good. But but I do like, again, like I said, really like how they carried out multiple storylines at the same time, and now The Boys is doing this multiple storylines at the same time. Other shows try this, The Flash, and they have a lot more episodes to work with, and it doesn't work because
Mhm.
these multiple storylines are happening at the same time
Oh shit! In Flash.
in Flash, but in this show they actually make sense. It's like everyone was basically beaten at the end of the first season, where they're just like, okay, they kind of outed us all. We have to kind of do our own things because we're all fugitives. If they find us all at the same time in the same place, it's just no mission over. That's it. Game over. Press F in chat. You have died. Is that what it says at the end of when you get killed in one of the Soulsborne games?
You died. Yeah, you died.
You died. Yeah,
Or in Sekiro, it's just like death.
death. No other. I mean, that's the best way to put it, right? Oh no.
You died.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just heard someone going like in the corridor. I was hoping no one's walking in. But yeah, 2 more episodes left. I really, really want to see where they go with this. It's gonna be like in this. I think it's gonna be like really, really hectic last episode of the season.
Mhm.
Do you think they'll kill off Stormfront at the end of the season, or they're gonna give her?
I think they'll keep her on. I feel like they'll keep her on.
Yeah, I think because they're gonna introduce their Captain America character next season, so obviously it just makes sense to have him fighting a Nazi.
Well, what's funny about Stormfront is that he's a dude in the comics. I'm just thinking, how they change it in the comics? Oh, how's it originally like?
Yeah, they do a lot of deviations from the comics. Uh,
It's also funny as well. In the comics, because I was reading chapter issue 1 the other day, and I look in the comments of where I was reading it, and they were saying, "Why does Huey look like Simon Pegg?" And then it's funny enough how Simon Pegg is Huey's dad in episode 1.
oh yeah, and
Totally forgot about that.
I kind of miss his dad like
Yeah,
because I really
Simon Pegg's great.
yeah because I like Simon Pegg. Like every time you put him in a show, I'm like, yeah, I'll enjoy him. You know, the thing with I kid you not, I think Simon Pegg is one of the reasons why every time I order a ticket on View, it's like, okay, I'll give to Medicinema because Simon Pegg told me to, and because it's a good cause, obviously.
Not gonna lie, whenever I see that Medi Cinema ad, I just count like, me and Clevis will be like, okay, when this girl gonna smile? She's gonna smile now, and she doesn't smile. Like, oh, you lost. Made a game out of it.
I mean, it's fair enough. It's a good, clever enough thing to make a game out of.
I know you're bored and ready for the movie.
Yeah, but the name of their Captain America character, get this, yeah, Soldier Boy.
Soldier boy up in the hole.
Yeah, and they got Jensen Ackles playing him next season, so I'm like, can't wait. But apparently he's supposed to be like the biggest like wimp ever. Like he's just a coward. So like he's nothing like the character. Like even when he's playing the character, his character's still a bit cowardly. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to imagine when has Jensen Ackles played a really, really cowardly version of himself, and then it hit me. Do you remember that episode of Supernatural, Yellow Fever?
I haven't seen Supernatural.
You have? Oh my god, you need to watch Supernatural, man.
You
Oh
know,
man.
it does remind me of King from One Punch Man.
Yes. Yes.
King, like the most strongest, but like it's not that I don't. I assume in Soldier Boy he doesn't have. He obviously still he has powers,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he's still scared about it. It's like King is just. I remember when the in one panel, it's like King was just sitting in the a cafe, and then when the thugs were near King, they're like, what the fuck's that noise? What the shit's that noise? Oh, it's King. It's King's engine.
The king.
His heart beating because he's so scared. Oh, King is a great character. I need to get back to reading One Punch Man.
Yeah. No, my absolute favorite moment with King was at the end of season 2 of the anime. Well, towards the end of season 2 of the anime, where he's walking with Saitama. You know, he's got his bike and Saitama's just walking next to him, and then Garo sees him, and he's like,
Oh, and then
"It's
Saitama just yeah.
yeah," just boots him, and like you're from Garo's point of view, it's like, okay, what's he gonna do? And you see Garo's picturing King do all these maneuvers and all these like little dodges and ducks and dives, and then he jumps at him, and then boom, boom, crashed into a wall. It was Saitama one shot, constantly one shotting Garo was one of the funniest things about One Punch Man. Because obviously, in the background, you have Garo being built up as this unstoppable, absolutely immutable.
Every time Saitama meets, it's like nope.
Yeah, and the thing is, he doesn't even know that it's him. That's the worst part. You know, he doesn't even. He's not even like
Acknowledging
acknowledged.
each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't think I ever laughed harder than the whole. Who are you? Are you trying to rob me? Don't interrupt me when I'm shopping. Boom. Boom, just neck chop. And I don't know if you noticed this, but in the anime, right, when he zooms in onto Garo's face, he starts sweating upwards. It's like
That's pretty
you
good.
know you done messed up when your sweat is breaking gravity, bro.
Oh, One Punch Man,
One Punch Man.
great. I haven't seen season 2 because I heard the animation was bad, so I just read
Oh yeah, the animation was not.
up to
It
par as
wasn't
what
up to par.
Madhouse
Yeah,
did.
nah, not even close, man. Like, because the thing is, this was JC stuff, and they're more for slice of life anime.
Mm,
Like that's what they're more known for. They just
yeah,
couldn't do the action scenes that well. Even the character models, the art style was more or less the same.
yeah. It's just the movements and whatnot,
Yeah, the movements
and the
just did.
detail.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely were not as detailed as Madhouse were. I feel like because I think they're a smaller company, so they're like, okay, we didn't get as much budget as Madhouse would. Because like,
Mm.
when you look at Madhouse's resume, they have some belters in their backlog. You know, obviously you got
Death Note,
Hunter
Hunter,
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 Parasite.
Final Fantasy 7, Last Order.
You really love your Final Fantasy VII, man. It's like you like
Shit.
honestly, which nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly reasonable obsession. Okay, obsession's a bit of a rude word, but
Nah, that's a nice word. I can understand it.
okay, well, yeah, perfectly
I'll take
reasonable,
it as a compliment.
perfectly
It's like
reasonable.
the word cunt.
Oh man, is it? I'm trying to think. Was there anything in the world of gaming this week?
There was, I think the Xbox pre-orders went live, and while they weren't as bad as Sony's, because they did give time, they were still shit. Websites were crashing and whatnot. I guess it's up to the people mainly, but another funny thing is smart people were pre-ordering or buying, I should say,
Oh,
the Xbox
I
One
think
X.
I think I heard this one.
I'm like, how dumb do you have to be
I
to
was
get the One X? Like,
like at this when I read that, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, you deserve. I'm sorry, you deserve everything bad that's happened to you.
you're just smart, man. That's what I say. Yeah, that is a funny thing that they're buying that. Well, Xbox, I feel like they're gonna be strong this year. They got that whole like a phone contract where you pay £35 a month, you get the Series X and like 2 years worth of Game Pass.
Yeah.
And that is a very good deal.
And I think also Microsoft actually purchased a bunch of
Oh, they
studios.
bought ZeniMax. Yeah, they bought ZeniMax, the people who own Bethesda and all that shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, and
So that means like Bethesda games might be. I don't think they'll go exclusive like Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield because
Microsoft know they'll profit because when it's on Sony, like they'll make money if they
Yeah,
put it on the Sony platform. It's funny just seeing Microsoft Studios game logo on Xbox.
yeah,
But yeah, Bethesda, yeah, Microsoft. I mean, sorry, ZeniMax being bought out was they were bought more than I think. Wait, Marvel. I mean, Disney bought Fox, right?
yeah.
How much was that for? Like 3 something billion, right?
No, I think it was.
Like 3.5 bill.
No, more than that.
More than that.
So,
How much was it?
I think it was like 70 billion.
Really? What the fuck am I thinking?
You're thinking
I'm thinking
of when Disney
another.
bought Star Wars.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, so they bought them for 7.5 billion. The Microsoft buying thing. But another interesting about that is
Yeah,
two
sorry,
exclusive games. Was that
sorry. Walt Disney Company officially closed its $71 billion acquisition of 21st Century Fox in March of 2019.
70 billion? Fucking
These people have too much money, man.
yeah.
It's like
I mean, I'm all up for capitalism, but fucking hell, this
yeah, that's where you and I differ.
you call me.
No, not a commie. I'm a socialist, boy.
Same thing. No, I'm joking.
My
Yeah.
guy, don't be chatting shit about socialism, mate. If you use NHS, that's all I'm
Hey
saying.
man, hey man. My views are conservative, but I'm broke, so I vote Socialist Party. I vote for what suits me in my current living situation. If I
vote,
was a rich motherfucker, I'll be voting Conservatives, 100%.
vote for what suits your wallet. That's what I say.
Exactly, exactly. That's how you should be voting, not what you fucking think. But
What is this? A country? No, this is a dictatorship.
yeah, what was I saying? Two of Sony's exclusives, Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop's made by Arcane, who's owned by ZeniMax, Bethesda. They're the guys who made Dishonored, so that's gonna be a Microsoft Studios game technically now. And Ghostwire's Tokyo, that's a Tango Software, also owned by Bethesda. That's also gonna be published by Microsoft. So it's quite funny. I see Microsoft just they're trying to just make their money back from what they lost from Xbox One.
Yeah, they're taking this generation seriously. They're like they
Yeah, they're not trying to compete. They're trying to make money.
yeah, this time, like, because I think with Xbox One, I think they were betting too much on the goodwill of Xbox 360.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done that.
Because I think, generally speaking, when it comes to PS3 and Xbox 360, more people liked.
Xbox was more popular because that's when online big,
Yeah, like
and Xbox 360 had better online. Not, I still prefer PS3's online because I love not having parties. I love being in forced game chat, but having a party system, a proper working online that doesn't get hacked
hmm.
every now and then. I remember in December of 2014, Christmas, Sony and Xbox got. Remember Lizard Squad?
Yes,
That was the Lizard Squad pack.
they're like anonymous in it.
Yeah. Anonymous were gonna take them down or some shit, but yeah, Lizard Squad hacked Sony for so long, and I couldn't play online. I was so pissed off because I just recently got for free Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare. That game was fucking wicked.
I always wanted to get that game.
Game was great. I didn't play the second one, but the first one was great.
There's a second one.
Yeah, those two.
No, because the thing with me, right, is I loved. I think I loved the mobile game, obviously the mobile game, and I saw the trailer for Garden Warfare. I'm like, oh, I gotta play that.
It was hella fun. It was free, so during E3 of that year.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was like, got to play that.
but I swear PSN getting hacked was like the biggest meme of the early 2010s.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
remember
cause like didn't it get hacked like every month, and it
the
shuts.
PS3 hack was disgusting. Like, I think they had to give people free PS Plus, and the most annoying thing about that was all the free PS Plus games I already owned.
Oh,
So I was like, what's the fucking point?
yeah, it's
Did you know that DJ Khaled meme, suffering from success?
like
Actually, me
you know what? I haven't seen that one in a while.
suffering from success.
Yeah,
Yeah, bit of a dead one
I
now.
actually I haven't seen many DJ Khaled memes for a while. I think the last one I can think of is his biggest one. Another one, another one, another one. It's so funny how two words took over the internet for so long.
Kind of like, you got the keys, put them in the fuck boy hand.
It's all because of Vine, man. Vine ruined the planet. before Vine, before Vine, life was good. Okay, so it wasn't good, but it wasn't as shit. Okay, so it's like, you know how in One Piece there's a pre time skip and there's a post time skip.
Yeah.
So with us, there's pre Vine and there's post Vine.
That was fine.
Vine was the Marineford arc of real life.
Everyone fucking died.
Yeah.
Not just Ace.
Not just Ace this time. I'm pretty sure there was actually no there's actually a Viner called Ace something. Oh,
I remember that.
Oh, is it something Ace? No, am I thinking of the Ace family?
Maybe.
Not them. No. Sorry, not Ace. I'm thinking of Versace J because you got Ace in his name.
Jay
J.
Versace.
Yeah, because
He had the
obviously
big ass nose. I remember that,
yeah.
dude.
It was funny though.
Yeah.
There's like 4 funny Viners, and the rest of them were mediocre. It's
So
just
some of just that typical Vine humor.
yeah, which wasn't really humor. It was just more so, oh, I did something stupid. Laugh at me, ha ha ha.
No punchline, just the joke.
Yeah, it's like all this build up for nothing. But don't you get it? That's the joke. There is no punchline. I'm like, shut up, shut up. What are you? Who are you? The writer of Naruto?
Hey, don't chat shit about Kishimoto, man.
Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Kishimoto's goat.
That's listen. Every time, my vow, not my vow, my motto is every time you have a chance to chat shit about either Kishimoto or Togashi, you take it. Like
Kishimoto's goat. Naruto is like, he's my favorite out of the big three.
nah, for me my favorite is One Piece.
Ninjas, man.
Bro,
Ninjas.
pirates.
Prefer
Pirates.
ninjas.
Okay. Does Naruto have a really sick rap song about it?
Fuck, beat me there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But Naruto has we are fighting dreamers.
But One Piece has We Are. You know, the Aitakeno Yume wo Kage Atsume. The most iconic one. Yeah, exactly. The second most iconic anime theme of all time.
Gaio.
Yeah.
What do you say is the first most iconic anime thing?
I would say the Dragon Ball Z theme.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say Ava. Or
Bro.
Attack on Titan.
No, because I remember, I didn't think that that Chala Headshala was that big of a theme until I saw a random episode. It was just on my suggested feed, an episode of like The Voice, like Thailand or something.
Jesus Christ. And they were singing it.
And the guy was singing, and he was singing it like perfectly. He was singing the freaking Dragon Ball Z theme song. I'm like, yo, this show actually had a lot more reach than I thought.
I feel like Ava or Attack on Titan. Huge.
Attack on Titan.
Everyone knows. And everyone, well, a lot of people should know Ava. Oh, that is great opening.
I don't
I
know.
have to rewatch Ava soon.
I don't know what Ava is.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Ah,
Bro, watch it. It is one of the best animes.
I heard it has the worst ending.
Nah, it's just very mad. I love Ava, but I need to watch like the rest of the movies.
Alright, fair enough.
5.
We have gone on quite a few tangents this episode, not gonna lie, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, what's the time? Oh, it is 1:12. It's getting pretty late. I think we should call it here. You still got your dinner to finish. So
Cold lasagna. I actually prefer it cold because I've got cold mushrooms. Love cold mushrooms.
I don't know how anyone prefers food cold. Like I remember hearing someone say they prefer cold pizza, and my
Oh, I definitely prefer cold pizza.
I winced. No. Okay, that's it. The show is cancelled. This is the last episode, guys. After that comment, I'm sorry, I can't.
Something about tough cheese, which is just tastes nicer than like hot gooey refrigerator or microwave cheese.
Then don't get a fucking pizza.
Also, when you when you microwave it, the bread gets all soggy.
Not if you put a
glass of water
in
ain't
it.
fucking BuzzFeed, bro. I ain't gonna waste my time like that.
Then you get
See, there's a different experience when you have pizza cold. Because when you have it fresh, when it just comes to your house, it's hella nice, of course. But when you leave it in the fridge, have a slice. Like if it's just like a cheese pizza, oh fucking hell, cold is so good.
See, I never actually leave it in the fridge. I always leave it in the microwave,
No, fair enough. Yeah, I do the same thing
and
sometimes.
then it because
Have
obviously
you actually ever had cold pizza on there?
yes, I never like it.
Why?
I don't know, because I just like the cheese to be gooey. I like the
Oh,
sauce to be
cold
warm.
pizza. Cold pizza. Dang.
'Cause, again, I'd never put pizza in the fridge because, well, I mean, there's never room in a Bangladeshi fridge to put pizza in. It's like you can put one slice in and that's it.
That's it, GG.
That's it.
What we do is like we just get like a plate and put like a bunch of slices on top of each other. And then-
Throw the box out. Yeah. Anyway, well, again, that was another tangent that we went on. Might as well call this episode Tangential Velocity.
yeah,
Which,
tangent sewed.
yeah, oh man, physics was good. Physics was good. But, okay, let's not go into another tangent about physics. Sorry, let's just call the episode here. We're going above an hour now. So yeah, an hour and 10 minutes. So yeah, we have been your gyros, as we are every week. My name is Ijaz. You can find me on Twitter at IjazSSJ3 and on Instagram at IgSSJ3. Rafi, where can we find you?
Same thing. Instagram's Twitter. Rafi XEV triple I. That's
And
but yeah.
Andy has a Twitch.
Yeah, I
And
forgot about that.
Andy has a channel which he still hasn't uploaded on.
One unlisted video, man. I got it.
Hurry up and list it then, innit? Publish it, man. We're waiting. The people are waiting. But yeah, as always, we'll hopefully see you next week.
Mhm.
Always shit before you shower.
And the red basak.
See you guys.